Hey guys, Master50 here, and just done a quick dev unboxing of Modern Warfare 3 on PS3 and 360. You can't see that. Fuck it. Anywho, so if you guys have any interest, you can check that out. But now I'm coming in with a review which is technically extremely late, but given it's me, it's extremely early. And what I mean by that is this game came out fucking ages ago, months ago. I don't know how many months ago, but almost a year ago, I believe now. And I got it shortly after Christmas because it was on sale for like 20 quid, down from 60. Because I got the you know, the special version, I guess. I don't know if it wasn't the collector's version because that was sold out, but yeah, I got a special version of it, and that was like 20 quid, down from 60. So I thought, fuck it, why not? And I never actually expected to complete this game, to be honest with you guys. Expected to start playing it, then give up. But I actually played it pretty much consistently and completed it within like 2-3 days. So yeah, and of course what I'm talking about is Bioshock Infinite. Now, just know guys, going into this game, I had no real expectations, because I know a lot of people are like bigging it up and saying it's like one of the best games of the year. I mean, this, Last of Us and GTA 5 were like the three, you know, Goliaths that were meant to be released this year, all of which I found disappointing. But yeah, I mean, Last of Us was the least disappointing for me, but actually, no, wait. I didn't find all three disappointing. It's just I found all three overrated. That's what I meant to say. Last of Us was the only one I found disappointing, because that's the only one I had like high expectations for. Yeah, I found all three of them were just, you know, overrated, and Last of Us was disappointing. And yeah. So where was I headed with this? But they are all still very good games. And my previous history of Bioshock was I'm by no means a fan of the Bioshock series. I played one for a bit and I did not like it at all. I found it boring. I found the controls really weird and just unplayable, more or less, and I couldn't get on with it. Bioshock 2, I bought it, but I never played it. Mainly because I got it on PS3 because it was really cheap. I managed to find it for like 5 quid. But once I put it on my PS3, I found out it takes up 5 fucking gigs of memory, and I didn't have that space on my PS3, so I was like, fuck it, can't be bothered. And yeah, I never played the first one, so I thought, there's no point. This one luckily only takes up a little bit of space, so I was able to play it. But anywho, I'm getting off track. So yeah, going into this game, I had like no expectations at all. But I have to say, I actually really enjoyed this game. This is one of the best first-person shooter games I've actually ever played, which I'm shocked to say, to be honest with you guys. So first of all, let's get into it. The gameplay. The gameplay for the game is very simple, but very good. It's because I did play enough of Bioshock 1 to understand how complex the actual you know, controls for that game were. Too complex in my opinion. But yeah, this one, the gameplay controls are just great. It just felt so natural. It's so simple, yet you could do so much, and that's what I love about it. I love it when games can do that. It reminded me of Bulletstorm, you know. It's like the controls are so simplistic and so easy to get a hold of, yet you can do so much with them, if you know what I mean. You can do so much gameplay wise, yet the gameplay is extremely easy to get a hang of, you know. That's what I love about it, and it reminded me of Bulletstorm in that way. Also, the graphic art style reminded me a lot of Bulletstorm as well, and it's mixed in with some, you know, scavenging parts which remind me a bit of Fallout 3. I guess it's the closest thing I can talk about, but I wasn't a fan of Fallout because too open of a world, and this one is luckily a lot linear, because I'm one of the few people that prefer linear, because, you know, at least then I know where the fuck I'm going. But yeah, so the gameplay for the controls and everything is great. The shooting is very satisfying. The powers actually, well, I didn't use them that often actually, but when I did use them, they did come in pretty damn handy. It's not overly challenging. I was playing on normal difficulty. It's not overly challenging for the most part, but it is still, you know, challenging enough to be fun. There's only really 2 parts that are really fucking challenging and frustrating, which were a ghost battle when you're fighting a ghost. That happens about 3 fucking times, and that pissed me off. But at the same time, it's because I wasn't playing it right. Because once I've figured out the way in which you were meant to beat the ghost, it was a lot easier. And the final mission as well. The final mission was pretty damn hard, but I got it on like my, I don't know, 5th, 6th try or so. And once I got it then, I figured out, okay, it's not as hard as I as I thought it was going to be, and there's a specific way you're meant to do this, without spoiling anything, by the way. So yeah, those were the only parts that I can really mention where the gameplay, intensified in difficulty. The guns are all a lot of fun to use, and I think that's everything to cover. So yeah, gameplay wise, I'll probably give the game at least an 8.5, 9 out of 10. I actually really enjoyed the gameplay on this. The story is one of the best storylines I've seen in a game. It's good by, just storyline within a form of entertainment media, but by video game standards, it's incredible. So, if it was just a standard like film I was watching, I'll probably give this a 9 out of 10 as it is. But it's a game, so I'll give it a 10 out of 10 because you do not see this sort of thing in video games, and it's got an ending which completely fucks your mind up and just makes you think, and rattles your fucking brain for answers and shit. Which, I mean, I like. A lot of people don't like that, but I like that. It reminded me a lot of the Beyond Two Souls ending. It's very different in its style, but I mean, it's similar in its mindfuck. The characters were really well done, actually. I thought these characters were a lot better than even Joel and Ellie in The Last of Us. Because I know a lot of people big them up, and you know what? I didn't really feel much empathy for either of those characters. If they just dropped dead, I don't think I would have given a shit. I'd be like, okay, life goes on, and just continue the game. This, I think I'd have been pretty pissed if Elizabeth or Booker DeWitt died. Because, I mean, no spoilers, if they died without if they died during gameplay, and you had to just continue with someone else. If you know where I'm coming from with this, with what you usually have in a first-person shooter are cliches, where just one of the main characters dies and then they just move on. If that happened in this, I would have been pretty pissed. That's what I'm trying to say. This actually made you care about the characters. If they just killed them off halfway through with a pathetic death, then I'd have been pissed. Is what I'm trying to say. And with Last of Us, I don't think I'd have given a shit too much. Don't think I'd really given a shit, because I'd just go on to some other characters that wouldn't have been, all that, in my opinion. So, just saying. But, yeah, so the characters in this I actually really liked, and I would actually give the characters in this at least a 9 out of 10, if I was to rate them. And, overall, guys, a great game, highly recommended. Did not expect to like this, really at all, but I ended up loving it. So, yeah, I think it's probably the best of the 3, The Last of Us, GTA 5 and this. I think it's probably the best of the 3. At the same time, though, Last of Us, it does have its elements which gravitate above this, and gameplay-wise, I would actually say Last of Us is more enjoyable gameplay-wise, but more enjoyable, more inventive gameplay-wise, and graphic-wise, I also forgot to mention, graphically, this game looks incredible, and the only thing that pissed me off was it's being held back by these consoles. If they released this on PS4 and Xbox One, this would look fucking beautiful. Graphically, I'd probably give it an 8, but if it was released on Xbox One or PS4, it would look fucking beautiful, I can guarantee that. So I'm kind of pissed they didn't just wait for the new generations, but whatever. And yeah, guys, anyways, so overall, I'd probably give the game a 9 out of 10. Highly recommended. I loved it. And that's all I'd say, because my phone's going to die in like 20 seconds. So yeah, it's my Swifty signing out.